What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Sorry I'm coming on so late because y'all know I normally like to go live kind of earlier in the day, but it's been busy ever since I got off work today. I've been rolling. So I'm not going to be very long, but I want to talk about why the narcissists had to keep you isolated from friends and family and why you never really realized that you were kept away from everyone. What they do is, let me try to load the background music a little bit. They create that separation to keep you all to them, of course, and they manipulate you into thinking that you're better off without your friends and family. Now, these are people that you've known for a very long time. Some were childhood friends. And then all of a sudden, they will start to notice the distance between you and them. And it just so happens to happen once this new person comes into your life, who is the narcissist. They are known to keep people away from those who they've known for a very, very long time. And it works for them because it keeps them in control of you. And they're able to control the way you think. And at the same time, they could be playing both sides. They can try to create a relationship with that person, get close to them, find out things about you that you haven't shared with them yet, something that you might not want to share. So they have some very sneaky, devious ways of getting what they want. And they kind of keep you in bondage. They put you like in a cage. They keep you hidden away from the world so that people won't know what's going on with you, because a person who really know you, they can look at you. They may not even have to lay eyes on you. They can hear in your voice if something is not right. They can notice the change in you. And the narcissists, they have that type of effect on people. Narcissists can affect your health. They can affect the way you think. They can affect just your normal everyday functions, things that you would normally do. You have no desire to do anymore. You might fall into a depression because they've tried to paint in your mind that everyone who you thought you knew so good, that they were not good for you. Narcissists also create distance between you and your friends and family out of jealousy because they notice how close you were with that person and they wish they had that type of relationship with people, especially with family. If the narcissist came up in a very unloving environment where there's barely any emotional support and you weren't allowed to express how you feel, the narcissist is jealous to see that you have that with your family. And that's why they want to cause division out of jealousy. They also will try to make you think that the family and the friends have an issue with you. They've been keeping secrets. They haven't really let you know how they felt about you. They keep you isolated so that you won't confront these issues to find out for yourself. They'll tell you stuff like, "No, don't worry about it. Don't go and question them about it. Just let it go because you know I got your back." They need you to trust them. They play all type of games. They're jealous of the life you once had before they came in your life. Trust me, they sit and look at pictures and just obsess over your life. But they want you to think that those people didn't deserve you. And the whole while they looking at those photos of you with friends and family and just laughing and having a good time and enjoying everyone. They wish they were in that picture. Narcissists become so obsessive over what they wish their life could be. They will do some very questionable things, some very psychotic things, like cut you out of a picture. They will cut a certain person out of a picture who they see you on a picture with and replace it with them. And trust me, it's not only in movies, they do it in their mind. They imagine themselves being that person during that time with you. If they could replace everyone in your past, they will. They just want total control of the way you think and how you move and who you deal with and who you love. When you express how you feel for others, that makes a narcissist jealous. Even though you've expressed how much you love them, that's not good enough for the narcissist. They want it all. They want all your love and attention. They don't want to share you with anyone. They feel entitled to have you all to self. And what they do is use a flattering tactic to make you think, well, okay, this person is crazy about me. Yeah, they crazy, all right. You got to be careful with people who are crazy about you because they could become crazy enough to do something to harm you, especially once they lose control of you. If a narcissist can't control you, they will try to control the way people see you. That's the old law in that book. In a book of narcissism, that's old law. That's like Narc 101. They have some very, very big jealous spirits. And they don't want to see you happy if they aren't the ones who could take the credit for it. They will decide who they want in your life. They're jealous of the life you had with an ex. Let's say that you broke up with an ex and you co-parenting with someone. Y'all have children together. Once the narc come in your life, guess what? They're going to want to X that person out completely because they're looking at the past you had with them. Even though it didn't work out, there's no hard feelings. There's no ill will. And you can still remain cordial and work things out with the person for the sake of the children, for co-parenting reasons. And you may look like you're the best of friends, like maybe it was best that we remain friends. Some couples are so close that they resemble. They start to look alike. The narcissists notice all this stuff. And that makes them so jealous, they wish that they could recreate the whole thing, your whole life story with that person. They want to put themselves in that position and play that role. And they know that those shoes are way too big for them to fill, but they don't care because they want what they want and they will do anything at any cost to get it. They just want to erase your past like none of that stuff ever happened. They want you to feel like the person who you were so in love with at once didn't matter. They don't exist. Because if it did, well, why did it end? They want you to see things the way they need you to see it in order for them to feel a certain way. In a way that kind of validates the narcissist. And they know that they know what they're doing. They know they have bad intentions. There's always a plot going on in their head. But if they could get you to admit, you know what, I think you were right all along. That's all they need to hear so they can feel validated. Even though it was still wrong. They just need you to admit that they were right. And know why? Because they use that against you when the time comes to throw that back in your face and say, you even said that I was right. And that's another way to crazy make and remind you, see, you're confusing yourself. You don't even know what you want. You know, maybe I'm starting to think that you were the problem. And that's probably why they left you. And you could have told the story 1,000 times to the narcissist. They heard you the first time, they understood it, and they know what it is. But they will throw it in your face deliberately to get under your skin and hurt you, that the person left you. And they know that's the furthest thing from the truth. That's the story that you didn't even have to share with them, but you did because you felt like you can trust them. You can confide in them with personal things that happened in the past that you wish you can just bury and let it go. But they had to bring that back up. They love to dig up your past and pretend to be that shoulder to cry on, to be that listening ear. And the whole while they just taking in the information, sucking it all in. But when the right time comes, they can use it for the wrong reasons. That's how they operate. They do everything with malicious intent. God forbid you decide to say, you know what? I don't think this is for me. It's just not working out in my favor. You know, I don't think we should go any further. You know, I wish you the best. You could back out of that relationship as slow as possible. They will still find a way to try to pull you back in and make you think this is where you belong. Where you going to go? You don't have any friends. Well, they made it that way. That was the whole plan, to make sure that they get rid of all your friends and family. That was the whole plan. They plotted the moment they realized that you had such a great life. Even if you're not close with people anymore, life is still good for you. You're a happy person. They can't stand to see a person happy and free and doing their own thing and dealing with them on their terms. They have to call the shots. They have to be in control of everything. They have to let you know what works best for them. There's never any compromising, no understanding. They're not open-minded. And they're so cold-hearted, it can't help, like they can't help but to show it at times. When a narcissist get angry, they don't hold back their true feelings in that moment. Whatever come up is going to come out. And trust me, they said it because they meant it. That's what's in their spirit. There's some cold-hearted, vengeful, jealous individuals. And they have sat back and studied and paid attention to everything about you before they made that big move. and decided this is where I want to be, this is who I want. And I'm not going to let nothing get in the way of me having my way. They're jealous of the relationship you have with people. So they try to have that relationship with the people, but at the same time, separate you from the person because they know that they can't fit in unless they're the third wheel, and they refuse to be second best to anybody. They have to be first choice. They have to be the one, the leader of the pack. When there were never any leaders within your friend group, nobody ever looked at themselves as being above the next person. Narcissists, they can't get along in situations like that. They have to be the one. All eyes on them. They need all the attention at all times. They're going to always make it about them. They suck and dry out the moments, the conversations. They take over, make it all about them, create fake stories about their life, things that never happened to them, but true stories that happen to other people. They need that. It gains attention and draws attention to them. And the main reason why they had to separate you from people is because they know that you're stronger with those who know you the best. They know that you had a good support system. They know you had people who genuinely love and cared about you, and they don't. The narcissist is only with you for one thing: supply whatever they could benefit off of. They use people for different reasons. And you're not even the only one they're doing that to. Because that's how they operate. They don't know any other way to survive other than to use people and abuse people. So that's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. Just wanted to come on and give a quick message of narcissists and separation and isolation and why they have to keep you from people. If you start to feel isolated, like you look back on your life and how things used to be, and you start to think, how did it get this way? Look at your current situation and just sit and think. Like, who's the common denominator? And that'll tell you everything you need to know. Always follow your good instinct. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. They can't be right about everything. No one is. Don't let them play on your top like that and make you out of the puppet they need you to be. Because it'll come a time where you will lose who you are. You forget who you were, and they have total control of you. You won't move unless they move you, unless they tell you to move. It'll come a point when you lose so much of yourself, you forget who you are, that you will start to ask them permission. You will start to ask the narcissist for permission to do certain things. Because it gets like that sometimes with people who have this tight connection to a narcissist. They feel like now they have to start asking permission. They need to know is this a good look for me? So what do you think? Even to window shop, the first thing they think about is what will the narcissist think? They take a picture of whatever they're looking at and they send it to them and ask them, do you think this is a good idea? They've created that mindset to where you always have to report to them with everything you want to do in your life. It gets like that. Once they isolate you, they have you right where they want you. And you were once the person who, you never thought you'd see yourself with them to where you can't see nothing else. And you just like, you so in love with them, you love them more than you love you. You don't even know how to love. What you're really doing is just pleasing the narcissist. That's all they needed you to do. They don't care that you don't love yourself anymore. They don't care about that. You slowly start to let yourself go. You don't put you first anymore. That's what they wanted to happen. They wanted you to start treating them the way you used to treat yourself. That's what isolation does to a person. And they don't even realize what they're going through. And it's a sad situation. But thank God for when you can snap out of it and see things for what it really is and remove yourself from that horrible situation and start to slowly get yourself back to what you used to be. And even if those relationships from the past or you can't mend things anymore, that's okay. You know, just move on and at least now. You would know what to look out for if you ever have to deal with someone who just take up so much of your time, so much of your life, so much of your life decisions. So I'm going to go ahead on and end it here. Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.